Guys, what's up? It is Doug from Spooky Villages, and I'm here with a video of a type that I've never done before. So recently, last week actually, is the filming of this, Michaels, they put up their Lemax trailer for the year, and they always do this, at least they have since 2014 that I know of. They've done these cool teaser videos where they talk about all of the Michaels exclusives, and they do it up with like voiceover, with a full scene. A lot of times there's fog. It's very atmospheric, and a lot of times it's kind of worked into like a little almost a mini movie, or like there's a little story to tell. I love those videos. It's one of the things I really look forward to every year. And you know what? I thought, hey, that would be fun to actually put them all together back to back to back to back to back, so you could see it, and kind of a look at the last 10 years of Lemax Spooky Town through Michaels exclusives. Now, as an FYI, I don't own any of this footage. This is all from the Michaels YouTube channel, Michaels/Lemax. I'll put the link to the channel below here. You should always check out that channel, subscribe to it. They always put out the new Lemax Spooky Town stuff every year. I love it. So with that said, I'll see you guys on the other side of this. But here are the last 10 years of Lemax Spooky Town, 2014 through 2023, from the Michaels Lemax Spooky Town exclusive trailer that they release every year.
Welcome to Lemax Spooky Town. It looks like you're just in time to see what's new for 2014. Get a bite, or get bitten at the Zombie Eatery, or Gurgle's Roach Coach. Let's pick up the little ghouls from Night Care. Gaze from Mount Gloom Observatory, or hop on a haunted houseboat. Freshen up the crypt with a lovely plant, or a new coffin. The neighbors can't wait to have you for dinner. Lemax Spooky Town. You'll stay here for the rest of your life. Add this year's exclusive designs to your collection, or start yours today. Find Lemax Spooky Town at your local Michaels stores. Visit Michaels.com for more Halloween inspiration.
Welcome to Lemax Spooky Town. It looks like you're just in time to see what's new for 2015. Ride with the Carnival of the Dead. On the bump in the night, battle the undead in Zombie Fortress. Grab a front row seat and get schooled at the Creepy Clown Academy. Take the kids and grab a trick-or-treat. Or is it? At Wanda's Wicked Cupcakes. But beware as you walk around Spooky Town. The dead are known to return. Lemax Spooky Town. Once you enter, you never leave. Add this year's exclusive designs to your collection or start yours today. Get them now before they vanish. Find Lemax Spooky Town and exclusive designs at your local Michaels store. Visit Michaels.com for more Halloween inspiration.
Welcome to Lemax Spooky Town. Come with me as I take you on the 2016 tour of our Spooky Town. I'm just dying to show you what's new. Step through the cemetery gate. The residents here are frightfully delightful. I think you'll find them most welcoming. Take a look at the haunting beauty of the ghostly manor. They seem to be having a ghoulish get-together. Oh, look what's open for business. The creepy doll shop. be sure to bring the kiddies back for playtime! And while you're in Spooky Town, pay a visit to the trick-or-treat house. Oh, don't be afraid to go trick-or-treating. You might find a sweet treat. Or a spooktacular trick! Oh, look! The carnival's in town! All aboard the zombie plane ride! We'll end the tour here, since the rides can be eternal. Thanks for joining me on the Spooky Town tour. You're more than welcome to explore on your own, but beware. It doesn't take much for things to get spooky.
Come with me to Lemax Spooky Town. I'll take you on a tour of the town. Keep an eye out, though. You don't know what might be lurking this deep in the woods. The carnival is in town. Want to take a spin on the ghost around? It's quite popular with the little goblins, it seems. What a haunting melody it plays. What have we stumbled upon now, shining in the darkness? It's the Mad Pumpkin Patch. The harvest is bountiful this year. Just be sure to pick one that hasn't gone too mad. Oh, there's the pumpkin pickup truck. Looks like they've brought some mad pumpkins down to the bar. Hope they don't get out of hand. The bikers often head over to Broken Skull Bar after their rides. It's a local gathering place. Great for a nightcap. Sounds like there's a great crowd tonight. Let's see who's here. Who's that roaring through the fog? Oh, it's the Grim Rider out for an evening ride. We don't want to cross his path. He could be on a mission. Hopefully, he's just heading to the Reaper Motorcycle Company. If you're in the market for a creepy custom cycle, be sure to stop by Reaper Motorcycle Company. A ride on one of their bone-chilling choppers is the best way to get around Spooky Town. Well, we've come to the end of our Lemax Spooky Town tour. I hope you enjoyed all the sights. Do come back and visit again, if you dare.
Well, hello, my pretties. So glad you've arrived safely at my little town. It would be such a shame for you to miss the tour and see what we've been brewing for your most frightful Halloween yet. Hop on a broom and take a ride with me through our Michael's Lemax Spooky Town and see what you'll find for your ghouls and goblins this year. Let's enter through the Gateway Halloween Countdown, where we patiently count down the days till our most fright-filled night. Now that you're through, our first stop is for a little history lesson at the Haunted Museum, full of frights and spirits of Spooky Town past. Don't be too worried if you see something your eyes can't quite believe. Then we must swing by the eerie go-round and take a spin alongside our fellow witches, werewolves, and more. Next is the Shivering Pines Creepy Cabin. But only enter if you dare. Spooky spirits, zombies, and mummies are right at home there. And don't forget to pick up everything you need at the Monster Hunting Supply Store. We've got the best bait in town. Pick your poison at the Wasteland Pub, where our bartender is dying to serve you. The Squash Shack and Haunted House of Props are just down the way. They're frequent haunts of the haunted and the haunting. Let's fly over town to the Witch and Warlock's residence, where they would love to have you for dinner. You've made it so far, my pretties. We just need to make a quick stop at our witch's tower, full of spiraling screams and bubbling brews in preparation for All Hallows Eve. Sadly, our tour of the town has come to a close. But before we let you go, let's end on a little show at the Symphony of Screams, where our best and brightest have something extra special just for you. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Spooky Town, boys and ghouls. We'd love to have you back anytime. And don't forget, only Michaels lets you bring these exclusive Lemax Spooky Town collectibles home when you shop in-store or online at michaels.com.
Welcome to Spooky Town. As the mayor of this bizarre little burg, I'd love to take you on a tour. All aboard! According to the Pumpkin Hall countdown, Halloween isn't far away at all. We may be in for a few early tricks and treats. Do you hear that music playing? It's the Pumpkin Tilt and Hurl. Always my favorite ride at the fair. Take a spin if you have the stomach for it. After all the excitement of the Pumpkin Tilt and Hurl, I'm starting to get hungry. Anyone want to stop for a bite at the Garden of Eden? Oh my, it looks like they've closed. Apparently the customers didn't like seeing themselves on the menu. On we go. Ahead on your left is the Haunted Library. It has quite a good selection of stories, from frightful horror novels to spooky ghost tales. In spite of all the residents who are haunting its halls, that place is deathly quiet. Oh dear, that clock chime means it's bewitching hour at the Cursed Cuckoo House. That means our tour must come to an end. I do hope you will come back and visit Spooky Town again, if you dare.
Don't just stand there lurking in the shadows. Come inside and see what I've done with my place. You're just going to scream with delight when you see my Lemax Spooky Town displays. Welcome to Black Raven Manor, the scariest haunted house in Spooky Town. The ghosts will be your hosts while the ravens circle above, keeping a watchful eye this Halloween Eve. Once you make it past the manor, don't miss the lights and sounds of the Zombie Jazz Cafe. Everyone in Spooky Town stops here for a stiff drink, eerie music, and a hair-raising good time. Of course, if you desire something a little more potent, see what they have in store at Dragon's Lair Potions and Spells. It's got all the right ingredients to dress up my Halloween decor. When you're ready, creep through the Bat Fence Gate and up to Death's Door Cemetery gates. Observe how the spectacular, spine-chilling, hand-painted details look in the moonlight. But don't linger here too long. I've added Esmeralda's balloon rides for those who prefer to view the town from above ground. Now come see what I've done with my dessert bar. You'll want to grab a goodie before heading to Hideous Harry's Toy Factory. Don't let the name fool you. The sights and sounds add to the fun, but this is no child's play. Oh yes, help yourself to some candy, if you dare. You can sharpen your sweet teeth at Terribly Twisted Taffy Works. Slime Green is their most popular flavor, and they offer free samples to daring souls. You can wash it down at the Spider Cider House. It's tomb brewed and sure to impress your guests. The brew comes highly recommended by my friend Jolly Jack. But don't let that scare you. The coffee here is served extra dark and guaranteed to keep you up past the witching hour. Shh, did you hear that? I think my guests are getting close. Please make your way over here to our final destination. I've prepared to have my guests for dinner and the table is all set. First, my guests will arrive to the festivities at the graveyard party. Look at all these details. What an undertaking, but in the end, those details make all the difference. From here, my guests will enjoy a main course courtesy of the Ghoulish Gourd Pub and Grill. I don't want to brag, but the movement always attracts dinner guests looking to grab a bite, and the food here is to die for. Of course, your Halloween decor isn't complete without a little nod to your favorite four-legged creatures. As a good hostess, I've included the Best Buds Dog Supply Store and the Black Cat Halloween decor. For extra entertainment, you can enjoy the Frightful Feline Choir. Don't forget the party favors. My guests can stop in at Jack's Pumpkin Farm and pick up a gruesome gourd on their way home. This Halloween decor from Lemax is the magic to my bash. Each and every piece provides a treat for my guests and is sure to make the party come alive. Yikes, you better vanish. My guests have arrived. Trick or treat.
Halloween is my favorite time of year. I look forward to decorating my home inside and outside. I'm so excited to show you my Lemax Halloween villages this year. They're filled with so many new collectibles, including 6 new Lemax pieces that you can only find at Michael's. My favorite part of the season is always waiting to see which new collectibles come out, and planning which ones I want to add to my collection. These spooky good collectibles have such amazing detail, vivid lights, sounds, and animation to help set the scene. Let me show you all the things I could not leave in the store. My first village captures the whimsical feeling of Halloween. Prepare to be amazed as Esmeralda the Great casts her spell nightly to make a body rise in and out of a coffin. This is the centerpiece of the village. Then I added Meow Mansion, the home of scary cats. The glowing eyes of the big black cat lets you know you're in the right place. Stop by Helga's Hats, a bewitching shop for all the good witches to pick up new hats, socks, brooms, potions, and more. As a finishing touch, I added the Apparition Academy and the Pumpkin Tree House. The second village is spine-tingling and spooky. The star of this scene is the Isle of Creepy Jacks, home of eerie and menacing pumpkins and pumpkin-head creatures featuring a giant jack that emits fog. And then we move on to the Witching Hour, a house with witches flying high around the clock tower with a working astronomical clock. Don't miss the witch stirring a glowing cauldron. And it wouldn't be spooky without a haunted hotel. Check into the Horrid Haunted Hotel, where sinister and ghostly figures welcome you, but make checkout hair-raising. But there's more. The Skull and Rose Tattoo Studio and the Ghostwriter's Antique Bookstore add a chilling touch. Looks so realistic, right? The secret is both villages are built on a Lemax display platform. You can use it as a single layer or stack it to add height to your village. Once all the buildings are placed, I add moss and rocks to fill in the gaps. It's easy to make a spooktacular scene anywhere in your home. I picked up these exclusive Lemax collectibles, platform, and all my supplies at Michael's. You can shop online or stop by the store.
Michael's helped put the happy in my Halloween this year with 6 new exclusive Lemax collectibles. The lights, animations, and sounds of each piece adds a wonderfully spooky vibe to my home. Come take a look around at the amazing scenes I've created using not only the collectible buildings, but also the platforms, moss mats, and trees to complete the look. All found at Michael's. Let's get the party started at the Gloom Room. Pick your poison at this 20s themed bar and nightclub and join the zombie dance party on the rooftop. If dancing isn't your style, head on over to the Headstone Mill Brewery. The spinning windmill and skeletons are dizzying, especially after you've had one of their special brews. The witches at Toil and Trouble Ale House next door are sure to conjure up a potion of your liking. Ravenhill is the first ever Lemax Halloween facade, and it's a Michael's exclusive, including a mortuary, floral shop, haunted mansion, zombies, and even gargoyles. It's a little village all on its own. My Spooky Town collection wasn't complete without it. the little details are hair-raising. I've hung mine above the mantle and surrounded it with sinister and chilling figurines. How about a little fortune-telling at The Future Looks Dark? Will Madame Serena make your spine tingle as she tells you that your future looks grim? Or perhaps it's good news the cards hold for you. Now set your broom aside and watch the witches circle a brilliant full moon for one last magical dance at Dancing in the Moonlight. The fun jack-o'-lanterns around this piece and all the other buildings tie in our pumpkin carving traditions, which makes my home decor complete. All of these exclusive Lemax collectibles are available at your local Michaels or online at michaels.com. Don't forget your decorative build-up and filler pieces as well. Happy Halloween!
Welcome, dear friends, to Spooky Town, where the living dead have found a place to rest in pieces. You look familiar to me. You've visited us before, haven't you? Magnificent! We're always thrilled to see old friends. So much has changed since your last visit to our little village. We have many new additions to show you, including 7 spooktacular Michaels exclusives. Follow me for a behind the screams tour. I might even share a few tips on how we make everything look so flawlessly fantastic. The Dungeon of Terror is gorgeously gruesome, truly one of my favorites. I love listening to the beasts roar as they soar overhead, not to mention the screams of the souls trapped inside. This imposing gentleman arrived in town recently with his delightful dungeon cart. Word to the wise, you don't want to get on the Reaper's bad side. Trust me, it's not a comfortable ride. My dear friend Undead Eddie works here at the Bigfoot Brewhouse. You'll find all walks of life, and mostly death, in this torchlit tavern. Locals love the ambiance and the proprietor's famous Yeti spaghetti. Oh, hello there, madam. As you can see, no detail is too small for our clever creator. She's certainly been generous with the moss, muck, and dead leaves. It's little things like this that make our vile village so special. Take in the formidable facade of Haunted Estates, home to many of our liveliest residents. As you can see, it's positively crawling with tenacious trick-or-treaters. Now, anyone who's anyone shops at Wicked Wicks, drawn in by the hair-raising glow of its signs. Peek through the shop windows, and you'll see this place is truly the epitome of creepy couture. And here we have the Grime and Slime Spring, a feature we Spooky Towners are quite fond of. Just look at that glorious glowing green goo. Marvelous. Oh, you'll love this detail. To step up the spookiness, our creator added a stately staircase in the center of our village, carved right into the foam foundation. And we can't forget Agnes and her flying friends at the Wicked Garden Coven. Oh, there's never a dull moment here. Literally. The ghastly green torch is always aglow, and the cauldron never stops bubbling. And here, dear guest, is where I must leave you. Thank you ever so much for visiting our haunted hometown. We hope you'll drop by again soon. Remember, you can find these Michaels exclusive Spooky Town collectibles and other frightfully fun supplies at michaels.com or a store near you. Happy Halloween!
All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. I can tell you that editing the video, that was so much fun. Because I actually started collecting right around here. So I actually remember these videos specifically. I don't really remember the 2014 video as much, but I definitely remember the 2015 video. And, you know, everyone after that. I can tell you my personal opinion, 2014 through 2017, I think were a little bit weaker years for Lemax Spooky Town. 2018, 2019, they started to get their footing back. And then 2020 through now, awesome. That's just my thoughts on it. As far as the actual videos go, though, I like almost all of the videos. I just personally, I like when they have the narrator and they kind of tell the story. I think that style is a little bit better and more fun to watch than when they've kind of had the, the narrator that's kind of talking about it as like the pieces are actually decorations versus the people who are, the videos, I should say, that act like it's an actual tour through Spooky Town. So they're always really well done, though. Michaels and Lemax, they do a great job. Let me know what you guys think below. I'll actually put a little more depth to my opinion or my thoughts on these in the comments below here in a pinned comment, but I'd love to see what you guys think. So always look forward to the Michaels building release video every year. They always do a great job. So thank you guys very much for watching. I know this is a much different style video than I usually do. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed having all of these together, kind of spliced together versus having to get, look at them separately on the Michaels YouTube channel. Again, though, I don't own this footage, so make sure you subscribe to the Michaels channel. I'll put the link below to where these came from. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.